How I make my films. Step 1. Step 2. Break down the story. What is the story's message? Whether it's your own story you want to tell or whether it is for a client like a commercial or a campaign, the story needs to represent the main subject of the film. If it's a commercial, the story is going to revolve around the product. Basic storytelling. There's an opening, there's a middle, and there's an end. So the viewer is going to spend their time and emotion into this story. So you gotta get them hooked in the opening. Satisfy them in the middle, lead them on to the ending. And in the ending, you either end on a high note or you ease it out, depending on your pace of the story. Usually in the commercial, it's gonna be really tight. You got a tight timeline between 60 to about 90 seconds, depending on the client of what they want. So for me, I focus on finding the theme first, the mood, so that I can figure out what type of pace I want for this story. And the one way I start by doing that is by choosing the music. Now to find the theme of the story. Is it gonna be fast? Is it gonna be sad? Is it gonna be funny, quirky? What is it gonna be? My way to find this is with sound design. I try to find the main songs I'm going to use in my film and I let my inspiration flow by listening to them. Now to find those, I mainly use Artlist for both my own projects and for client projects. Now this can take between several hours to several days to weeks. I shit you not, weeks. Longest I've took to finding a theme was a little bit between 1.5 weeks to 2 weeks. I just cannot find the right music, the right sound, the flow, the pace. It's very fucking frustrating. However, it can also hit you within an hour. This has happened to me before too. And I swear to God, that feeling, it was happier than losing my virginity. I shit you not, creative orgasms, they're fucking epic. Once I find the songs that I am potentially going to use in the film, I just listen to them for hours, whether if I'm driving, working out, walking my dogs, or just literally staring at a blank wall. Why I do this is because this helps me have a mental visual simulator of how the film is going to progress. By listening to the beat, the pace of the songs, it helps me envision the emotions that the viewers are going to be feeling when they are watching the film. And I take mental notes, I take physical notes as I get more ideas, and I would do this for hours. Step 4. Beat sheet. This is where you get a piece of paper and you write down beat by beat of what the subject is going to be doing. For example, guy number 1, let's call him Terry. Terry is down on the ground, defeated. Terry gets up slowly, back on his feet. Close-up shots of sweats, close-up shots of hand bandages being loose, multiple medium close-up shots on equipments, medium back shot of his back, of him panting. Terry tightens his wraps. Terry walks up to the bag. Terry punches the bag. Video cut to black. Logo appears of the hand wrap. Boom, you got a draft commercial for hand wraps. Now, step 5. We are now going to use that beat sheet as a base for the script. Here we write the camera angles, the locations, how the actors are going to be feeling. And since I mainly edit my own films, I also put in mental notes of how the edit should look like as I'm directing or as I'm writing. Step 6. Now this is 3 parts: pre-production, production, and post-production. Pre-production is where we go to the set, go to the location, and we start to prepare for the shoot. Lights, props, actors, rehearsing, everything. Now production, very self-explanatory, you shoot. And in post-production, that's where you're editing, that's where you're finalizing the film. Whatever you need to fix and finalize the film, this is where you do it.
Beat the pussy up, then I beat the eyes too. Got a lot to prove. L Woods with the law school.
Now for my editing flow, that is a complicated to explain because I'm gonna need pretty much an entire video to explain about that. So if you guys are interested in that, please do let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's my little step-by-step guide on how I come up with my ideas. Creativity, it's a very, very tricky thing. We all have different ways for us to engage in that creative mindset, and it's best to follow your own routine, and this just happens to be one of mine. Ideas, inspirations, they can strike at random times, you know, but once you have this like sort of routine or system, it's basically having a switch in your brain that when you start doing this routine, you're telling your brain that click, it's time to get creative. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. If so, please do comment, please do like the video, please do subscribe and hit that notification button because I'm posting a video daily. So I will see you tomorrow. Peace!